what have we here? Oh man. I appreciate the gesture, but I don't probably need the sugar. Sweet water. The kettle on. Okay. I probably opened the wrong side of the box. Oh no. I actually opened the correct side. Alright. Let's see what we got. Obviously, it's a Epiphone. And it is a Les Paul. There we have it. A 2020 Epiphone Les Paul Standard 50s. Beautiful. So I picked up a 2020 Epiphone Les Paul Standard 50s in metallic gold. Other finishes available are Heritage Cherry and Vintage Sunburst. Before we get into this, we'll go over some basic specs, and then we'll get on with it. So the body material, like all Les Pauls, is mahogany. It does have a carved hard maple cap and a AAA flame maple veneer for the transparent colors. They're a little bit more open about the specs of this guitar than they were with the 60s. The 60s, I suspect, like this one, has the flame maple veneer, but they don't say it anywhere on their website, whereas this one's like very upfront about it. It has cream binding, gloss finish, mahogany neck with a 50s rounded medium C profile, which we'll get into later on. 24 and 3/4 inch scale length, Indian laurel fretboard, 12 inch fingerboard radius, 22 medium jumbo frets, a Graphtec new bone nut, a set neck with a long neck tenon, Epiphone Locktone tunematic bridge and stop bar, Epiphone Vintage Deluxe 18:1 ratio machine heads, which is different than the Grovers that come on the 60s standard. Epiphone Pro Bucker 1 in the neck, Epiphone Pro Bucker 2 pickup in the bridge, 2-volume 2-tone CTS pots, 50 style wiring, and a 3-way toggle switch. So out of the 3 colors available, I settled on the metallic gold, which let's just call it what it is. It's a gold top because I like the gold tops. I have a gold top traditional Pro 3, but the thing that always bugged me about it is I didn't like the Grover kidney bean style tuning machines. I like the vintage look, and the back of the guitar was a matte finish, which I know it shouldn't bug me, but it bugged me because to me gold tops they have that gold top and that almost amber-like finish on the neck and body on the back, and the vintage style like green. Well, it doesn't have to be the green snot colored Keystone tuners, but that vintage style tuner. So as much as I did like my traditional Pro 3, it is a great guitar. I decided that it was time to part with that and get the 50s standard. One thing we're going to get out of the way with right off the bat is the neck. On my 60s standard review, I was asked quite a few times about the differences in the necks. It is thicker, but it's not unplayably thicker. It actually, I mean, now I have fairly large hands. It feels pretty good. I do like it. I don't like it maybe necessarily as much as the neck profile on my Epiphone Les Paul Customs or the standard 60s, but it's not cumbersome. Another disclaimer, this is an out-of-the-box review. This isn't like I've had it, I set it up, and I'm talking about it a week, 2 weeks, a month down the line. This thing has literally been in my house 5 hours. Out of the box, it looks great. Very, very minor blemishes that, looking for them, you're going to see. To the average person, they might not notice them. There's a little bit of gold kind of oozing over onto the binding near the neck heel on the top of the guitar. A couple minor, like little, like scuff marks on the binding, and some other little finish things, but nothing that's like, oh, I gotta pack it back up and send it back. But these are things that, you know, under normal circumstances, I probably wouldn't nitpick, but for the sake of transparency, there it is. I ordered it from Sweetwater. They did their 55-point inspection. The fret ends are really nice. No sharp edges or anything like that. They're polished really well. Playability's kind of not where I want it to be. Out of the box, the action's like a mile off the fretboard. Oh, I shouldn't say a mile, but it's higher than I prefer. But it is playable. You're probably not gonna, it's not shred worthy, not that I shred or anything, but for people that, you know, want to shred, they're gonna have to drop them strings down a little bit, which I do plan to do once I give it a proper setup and get my strings on it. The pickups sound good. I kind of knew what to expect because I had the standard 50s or the standard 60s Les Paul. It's not that dissimilar. They're fine for hard rock, for sure. Fine for heavy metal. I didn't really mess with anything for these little sound demos that I got. I don't have it real in depth just because, you know, like I said, this is out of box, so we're kind of just rolling with a few things. The one demo is clean tones, neck pickup on the left, bridge pickup on the right, same patch, nothing's changed. The distorted tones, same thing. The rhythm tracks are the bridge pickup, the lead tracks, they're the harmonies. Left side's the neck pickup, right side's bridge pickup. They sound pretty good. I don't think I'm going to change them. For what it is, for $5.99, I kind of have the same opinion about this that I have about the standard 60s. It's a great guitar for that price range. Nothing seriously wrong with it. The nuts cut good. I've just got to get that bridge down a little bit. The frets aren't buzzing as it's currently set up, but once I get those strings a little lower, who knows what'll happen. If that's the case, I will follow that up with a follow-up video. It's been a mixed bag from what I've seen. I've seen reviews of both the standard 50s and the standard 60s where they have had fret buzz, and I've seen reviews where they haven't had fret buzz. My standard 60s, the action's about where I like it, and I had no issues with fret buzz. This one, same thing, but like I said, it's a tad high. All in all, the guitar, like I said, I mean, it's pretty nice, other than, you know, some minor blemishes that, for the most part, will go unnoticed by the average consumer. So really, yeah, I mean, like, out-of-the-box impression of the Epiphone Les Paul Standard 50s is, just gotta get that action down. But other than that, it's a fucking great guitar. I'm really digging it so far. Other than the whole Epiphone thing where it turns your fingertips black when you play. But thanks Sweetwater for hooking me up and getting it out here quick. I ordered this thing on a Sunday and it showed up on a Tuesday, so that's pretty fucking cool. No. Yeah, I ordered it on a Sunday and it showed up on a Tuesday, so that's pretty fucking cool. Granted, it's going from Fort Wayne, Indiana to, I live in Western Pennsylvania, so it's not like it's going across the country. But yeah, super happy with Sweetwater. We'll be most likely buying more guitars from them. If anybody's interested, or if I get enough questions about it, maybe I'll do a comparison video between the standard 60s and the standard 50s. I haven't done anything to my standard 60s, so it's still the same too. So it'd be a factory loaded comparison between the two guitars. So that might be something worth doing later on. I'm gonna go play this fucking thing, so have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video.